Sup guys, it is Speedy of Speed Racer 456V Productions coming to you with my second review in my series of Transformers Prime video reviews. Today, in this review, we shall be looking at the Transformers Prime Cyberverse Legion class Cliffjumper. I believe the vehicle mode, going by the design of it, is based off of a 69 Dodge Charger, aka the car that they used in the Dukes of Hazzards. If you know what show I'm on about, all the power to you. But yeah, very nice little sports car mode actually. Got the horns as a really good reference. Hollow backlow, but he doesn't suffer from visible head syndrome much. You can kind of sort of see the back of his head right there, but he does suffer from visible hand syndrome, which sucks. Now, one thing you will notice is the fact that he has this ridiculously huge scalpel on the roof of the car. Now, for the life of me, I don't know why they released one of Ratchet's scalpels with Cliffjumper. I mean, couldn't we have gotten something similar to the treble barrel blasters that he had in Darkness Rising Part 1, like on the first edition deluxe class Cliffjumper? Apparently not. Oh well, send the weapon aside. Let's get down to the vehicle itself. And again, as you can see, it is a very, very nice vehicle mode. I mean, the red on this, it just pops. You know, it's sort of, it isn't in your face, but it stands out in a crowd, let's be honest. You can see there as well on the roof. Very, very nice Autobot symbol right there, which is pretty cool. It rolls reasonably well. I say reasonably well, it actually rolls very well. And yeah. So now onto the transformation. What you want to do is you want to grab the back half of the car, so, and just pull it down. Don't worry if it splits, because you can just put it back together like that. And you just rotate it down, as so, and split the back half of the car to form the legs. Now, as you saw, as soon as I did that, the doors went funny. What you want to do then is you want to rotate the doors around and up, as so, with the exhausts of the car facing the back, which, as you can see, are painted red to go with the car. That's just laziness on Hasbro's part, I suppose. But yeah, and believe it or not, all of this door becomes his feet. Now, if you ask me, these are incredibly oversized feet, but I'll get on to those more in the robot mode. Anyway, as I was saying, then you want to take the front half of the car and the roof, and you'll want to rotate it till it's about like that. Then you want to come to the hood, you want to split it, and rotate it all the way up as so. Rotate the rest of the car down like that until you have that. Then you want to come to the back underneath the hood. Then you want to pull out the arms as so, and rotate them so that this silver section faces forward. Again, repeat the process on this side. And there you have Cliffjumper in his robot mode. Now, I'm going to be honest, this version of Cliffjumper isn't the most TV accurate there is. In fact, in saying that, if you want a good TV accurate version of the Transformers Prime Cliffjumper, get the first edition. Unless, of course, money is an issue where you are, then yeah, you're gonna have to go for the retail edition. Sorry. But yeah, in fact, if anything, the only part that's TV accurate on him that I can tell is from the waist upward, minus the arms. So if you just like took the arms away, bear with me, and just looked at his like torso section all the way up his chest and then to his head, that's the only part of the figure that's TV accurate. The arms, the legs, you could forget them. But as you can see, it's a very, very nice head sculpt. I'm trying to see if I can get my webcam to focus. There we are. Very nice head sculpt, very show accurate, with of course the horns. And yeah, and I'm going to be honest, for a Cyberverse Legion class figure, this Cliffjumper figure actually packs in a lot more articulation than I was expecting. Okay, you've got your shoulders on a ball joint, but obviously, of course, due to the arms being part of the front of the car, they can't go all the way around. The arms from the elbow downward are also on a ball joint. And then the shoulder housing is on this like pin joint, as you can see. But in all honesty, I have never met someone who can actually dislocate their shoulder entirely and do that. I have not come across anyone. The feet are on ball joints, so they can go back, they can go forwards, and they can rotate. However, I must stress that all the foot articulation in this figure is, well, part of the transformation. Now the legs. The legs are on ball joints. They can go back quite far, as you can see, but because of his wrestler's belt, and I say wrestler's belt in the strongest of terms because Cliffjumper was actually voiced by ex-WWE boxer Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. As I was saying, but because of his wrestler's belt, they don't go very far forwards, and in truth, they don't. When saying that, they actually go out a lot further than I was expecting them to. I honestly thought that his wrestler's belt was going to hinder them. And of course, he also has knee articulation. But again, the knee articulation as well is prior to the transformation. Which sucks. I agree. But, oh well. And now for his weapon. Very strange weapon, really. You can plug it into his hand, as so that he's got some sort of gun. Or, of course, go figure, because of the handle on the back, you can slot that into his hand, and now he looks like he's wielding a knife, or sword. Something of which he never did in the show, or so we've seen of him in the show. I mean, need I remind you, he got killed off in the first 10 minutes of Darkness Rising Part 1. Yeah. But now to transform him back into his vehicle mode. So you rotate the forearms around till the hood of the car is facing the front. Then you rotate the forearms up and over the upper section of the arms, like that. You take the feet, rotate them down, rotate them around to form the doors and the side skirts of the car. Then, on two little pins in his legs, as you can see, just plug them together. Then you take his torso section, rotate it down halfway, as so, till it looks like he's doing the limbo, and bring his arms and shoulders round till you have the front of the car. Continue to rotate that down, as so. Then just take the legs, and from the knee joint, which are two silver pins, you just... You just rotate them up as best as you can, and not splitting the legs, of course. And there you have Cliffjumper in his vehicle mode. Then you can either peg his weapon up here in the roof or in 2 pegs either side the car. I'm going to be honest, this isn't really a very good interpretation of Cliffjumper. In fact, if you want a good interpretation of Cliffjumper, like I said earlier in the video, go for the first edition Cliffjumper if you can, 1, find it going cheap on eBay, or 2, if you can afford it. But yeah. That, or ideally, as I stated, go for the deluxe RID edition, should you want to, of course. In my next review, we shall be reviewing the Autobot medic himself, Ratchet. So until then, folks, this has been Speedy of Speed Racer 456V Productions, saying thank you for watching. See you around.